DesJarlais-Still.com.
Right now, we are waiting on a judge to decide whether to throw out a confession from a mom accused of killing her newborn twins. Lindsay Lowe's attorneys tried to show the police officer who interviewed her after the twins were found dead did not give her proper Miranda rights. A portion of her taped confession was played during the proceedings to bolster that claim. The defense argued that the extreme blood loss from the births could have impaired Lowe's ability to reason. Officers testified that Lowe not only admitted to killing the babies, but also explained how she did it. In today's hearing, prosecutors argue that Lowe's statement to investigators was voluntary and should not be thrown out.
Detectives in Colombia are again questioning a father accused of abusing his infant son. 18-year-old Carlos Aguilar is in jail on aggravated child abuse charges. Investigators got involved after the 3-month-old was taken to Vanderbilt Hospital Friday night. Today they said things are not looking good for the baby, who remains in extremely critical condition. It's still not clear what led up to the alleged abuse, but detectives have also interviewed other family members.
Well, this time tomorrow night, we will be keeping a very close eye on the polls and waiting to hear who voters have picked across Tennessee. Today was a last chance for poll workers to check the equipment and be ready for Election Day. Channel 4's Kimberly Kurth is live at the Davidson County Election Commission with the latest. Good evening, Kimberly.
Good evening. Election officials say so far, so good. The equipment is already at the polls, locked down and ready for its 7 a.m. wake-up call. Tennessee Secretary of State Trey Hargett says a huge early voting turnout this year could mean less of a wait for those of you who haven't voted yet. Election officials are expecting some lines, though. They'll more than likely be at their worst first thing in the morning and after work. But as long as you're in line by 7 p.m., don't worry, you'll get your chance in the voting booth.
Nothing has popped up on the radar, but, you know, when you run an operation, when you have 2,200 precincts around the state, you know that there can be issues somewhere. What you need to understand, though, is if you're a voter, if you believe something is wrong with your ballot, turn around, look at the polling official, and ask them to help you. Say, I believe something's wrong with my ballot. Do not hit the cast vote button until you're ready to, because once you hit the vote button, we can't help you anymore. Your vote's cast, and it's over with.
The polls will be open tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Don't forget your photo ID so you can cast your ballot. But if you do forget your ID, you can still cast a provisional ballot. Then you have 2 days from that point to show proof of ID to make sure that your vote does, in fact, count. For now, reporting live from the Davidson County Election Commission, Kimberly Kurth, Channel 4 News.
And just a day before the voting, Congressman Scott DesJarlais wasn't on the campaign trail. He was in court. The issue is his divorce 10 years ago and how much the public should know about it. The congressman tried to make a quick exit, but Channel 4's Kara Kumari caught up with him. She has the story now from Chattanooga.
One day before the election, Congressman Scott DesJarlais didn't have much to say to reporters as he made a quick exit from the Hamilton County Courthouse. However, his ex-wife is now sharing her side about their messy divorce and his extramarital affairs. Scott DesJarlais has laid low since allegations of affairs with patients and the allegations he pressured one of the women to have an abortion. And he didn't exactly want to talk to us after a court hearing in Chattanooga this morning. Do you have anything to say to the voters?
Well, I'm here today because this is an attack on my family, and that's why I'm here. The rest of it is what my attorney said.
He was in court because Democrats believe more information about the affairs are contained in DesJarlais' divorce records from more than a decade ago. While a judge ruled some of the records would remain sealed, she is allowing the release of a 700-page transcript of the divorce proceedings.
We think the voters in the congressional district need to know what sort of person they're voting for. I mean, integrity is a very important thing.
And through an attorney, DesJarlais' ex-wife is breaking her silence and says she's terrified of the things he's gotten away with for so long.
I think what has really turned her into saying something more public or having me say it for her is that she's heard the lies that Dr. DesJarlais has said to the constituents for the last several months. And she's tired of that.
As for DesJarlais, he didn't answer questions about the allegations against him. Are they true? Are they false?
Go look at the election 2 years ago.
But will this all make a difference? Recent internal polls show DesJarlais holding a lead. In one poll, it's very slim. In another poll, it's quite sizable. Tomorrow, of course, we'll know for sure. Reporting in Hamilton County, Kara Kumari, Channel 4 News.
And as we said late today, the judge decided a transcript of the divorce proceedings will be made public. However, it could be days before it's actually released because it needs to be transcribed.